Outoilet was one of the most disgusting, atrocious, and vile websites to ever come out of South Africa. The website was responsible for multiple deaths and suicides among teenagers in many high schools across South Africa. The website broke many friendships, marriages, and families in South African communities. The website promoted bullying, lies, abuse, and humiliation. It also allowed illegal content of minors, nude, and downright child pornography on the website. Pedophiles thrived in this website, distributing child pornography. Outoilet is an Afrikaans word meaning old toilet. The website was a place where you were allowed to talk shit about anyone without being censored or restricted, without people knowing your true identity. Entering the website, we can see the website markets itself as the only place you can gossip without anybody knowing who you are. You must be over 18 to browse this website. The message saying you must be over 18 to browse this site is weird because the site was filled with people under 18 from high schools across South Africa. 80% of the audience were probably under 18 kids dragging each other on the website. Another thing we can see is that the site promoted pornography. The site had what we call chat rooms. In these chat rooms, you can talk about anything you wanted. You could join a chat room or create your own chat room. We had chat rooms for all provinces in South Africa. Inside these provinces were towns. Inside these towns were places. In those chat rooms, people were talking shit about each other. We had chat rooms for schools. Almost all South African schools had chat rooms. Teenagers were exposing each other. They were also lying about other learners to degrade them. There were also colleges, universities, chat rooms of all institutions in South Africa. Students were also exposing each other's secrets and situations in varsity and colleges. Then you had special rooms. These chat rooms were different. Mainly, they were used for people's hobbies or illegal activities. You had celebrity chat rooms where people talk about celebrities, sex talk where people talk about their sex lives and fetishes, buying and selling, where chat rooms where prostitutes were selling their bodies and people were also selling their nudes and sex tapes in exchange for money or airtime. There was music, videos, chat rooms where stolen music was shared. On videos chat rooms, they shared viral videos from YouTube. There were many other special rooms. There was a feature to search for messages. There was also a beauty contest chat room where anybody can take part in, called Hot or Not. If you send your picture, you will be put against 3 other people and people vote for who is hot or not. A person with the most points wins. I must say, people who uploaded their pictures to this website were truly brave, because if you were deemed to be ugly, you were roasted so hard it wasn't even funny. It would end up feeling like it is bullying, abuse, and humiliation. If you were deemed hot, it was a win for you. Your ego, confidence, and self-esteem would increase. Outoilet website art style was very different and distinct. It had these bright pink and purple colors in its interface. The dark and sinister origins of Outoilet began all the way back in 2008 in a site or app you are all familiar with, Maxit. Back in the days, there used to be controversial lists posted on chat rooms, e.g. slut list, prostitute list, beach list, movie list, and many more other lists. The slut list was one in which users named and shamed girls in their neighborhoods of being sluts and sleeping with many boys in their hoods. Prostitute list, users named and shamed girls who sell their bodies or they are mahosha in their neighborhood. Beach list is a list where users expose girls cheating on their boyfriends. Movie list was a list where users exposed boys who were in the closet and hiding that they were gay. This list caused an outrage in many communities in South Africa because this list targeted mostly high school aged girls and boys. Parents were not having it and were very angry because this list caused their children not to go to school because their children were afraid to face abuse, bullying, and humiliation at school because of this stupid list. Other teenagers committed suicide because of this list. One parent was able to take steps to sue the suspect who posted her 16-year-old daughter on the Megxit slut list. They went to court, and the mother of the 16-year-old daughter won the case. Calls were made by parents across the country for Megxit to fix the issue of this list and hate speech on the platform. Herman Henus, director of Megxit, was pressured to comment on this matter, and he said they were able to provide data to trace the perpetrators, but the company had to be instructed to do so by the High Court. Herman Henus agreed and said the lists were created out of malice. After this, Megxit introduced restrictions and censorship to fight this list from spreading on their platform. Megxit rules became tighter against bullying and harmful speech, that if you posted lists such as this, slut list, beach list, movie list, and prostitute list, you were instantly banned on the platform. To promote a safe environment for everyone, when such lists were posted, Megxit moderators would instantly remove such lists. As that was not hard enough, Megxit took steps and exposed the true identities of these people who were posting such lists to face the full wrath and arm of the law. With the over-censorship of Megxit on what to say and not to say, an unnamed man from the Cape Flats saw a gap in the market and created the most infamous site, Outoilet, and started marketing it all over Megxit chat rooms as a free speech platform where you can talk shit about anyone without being censored, banned, or your post removed. The website was marketed as a no-rules platform where anything goes and your identity is hidden from everyone. Unlike Megxit, the website was created late 2008, probably September to November. When Outoilet was initially released, it did not make an impact. It was released around November 2008. It had a niche community of users who used it and loved the website. The reason Outoilet was called its name was because the creator sees his website as an old toilet, hence the name, where users could post their shit onto the platform, and the website stores that shit because it's an old toilet. Early 2009, rumors started to circulate in the Cape Flat communities amongst the youth and teenagers there about a website apparently better than Megxit. In that website, you could get information and gossip about any person you did not like. People's secrets were exposed in this website, and with your identity being a secret, made it so much fun. Through word of mouth, Outoilet began to be a powerhouse name in the Cape Flats and held the youth there by a chokehold. Every teenager in the Cape Flats started using Outoilet with newfound popularity. The creator of Outoilet was updating the website every day and adding new features to keep his audience happy. Mid-2009, June or July, Outoilet spread throughout many colored communities in the Western Cape province, but most of its core fan base was confined largely to the Cape Flats. The website was often described by teenagers as the best kept sex secret in the website. Chat rooms had been set up for dozens of schools in disadvantaged areas, and the chats fell into two categories: requests for information about members of the opposite sex with a view to hooking up, and scandalous gossip or vicious accusations about fellow learners. The gossip became so virulent that it was blamed for destroying lives, literally and figuratively. Some claim that victims of this bullying had committed suicide. With its newfound popularity, Outoilet attracted very sick and twisted individuals that were unhinged. Early 2010, probably January or February, Outoilet took an even more sinister turn. Adults began soliciting children for sex on their site, offering airtime or money. They also offered to share pornography with school children and offered money and airtime for pictures of the children unclothed. In some cases, children offered their services to adults in need for some money and airtime to continue chatting on Outoilet. Mid-2010, Outoilet popularity grew again, reaching schools across the country, invading Gauteng and KwaZulu-Natal. In particular, with the immense popularity of Outoilet, emerged another website, same as Outoilet Wenru, called Toilet Wenru, targeting mainly black teenagers and youth. And yes, it was as abusive, humiliating, and vile like Outoilet Wenru that was mostly used by coloreds. November 2010 will come, and Outoilet Wenru and Toilet Wenru would hit never seen before popularity and fame. Traditional media like TV stations, magazines, and newspapers would catch wind of Outoilet Wenru and Toilet Wenru. They were now no longer a secret. The older generation would also hear about this website and were just not having it. November 2010, Outoilet Wenru and Toilet Wenru came to the spotlight when a sick, twisted, and evil video started trending on the website and even reached the outside world. In the video, a 15-year-old schoolgirl at Jules High School in Joburg, who was allegedly drugged and gang raped by 3 boys while classmates stood by and filmed the incident on their cell phones. The video became the hottest commodity on the Outoilet and Toilet sites as learners and adults from around the country traded it for up to 20 rands in cash or airtime. This video angered many people. It's disgusting to see this video, the sister of the rape victim told Drum magazine. She has already been through so much, but the fact that the video is now circulating everywhere makes her feel her rape never stops. This horrific incident angered many parents and citizens that many people called for Outoilet Wenru and Toilet Wenru to be closed. A petition to close the website was created. Hundreds of people around the country signed that petition. Appropriately 1,343 signatures since the petition was started in April 2010 signed the petition. The petition initially did not get any traction until the Jules High School sex scandal. With this controversy from the media, it seemed like they boosted Outoilet Wenru. Instead of declining in popularity, the website grew even more, attracting an even larger fan base and people who use the platform than before. According to the website www.searchinstructure.com, Toilet Wenru and Outoilet Wenru were making about 32,482 on ads daily. Search Instructure also states that 1,316,702 pages are viewed per day, despite its simple design and layout, responding to the publicity that the site has enjoyed since the sex scandal broke 2 weeks ago. The webmaster wrote, "Lol, but we get publicity for the wrong reason, so we are making the efforts to make the sites more light-hearted and friendly. I hope the media are pleased they got what they wanted and report it." The controversial webmaster also posted, "Due to recent troubles, we had no option but to remove some of the chat rooms." The story became widely covered in the South African media, which prompted the webmaster to remove the school chat rooms. The webmaster continued and wrote, "Outoilet does not want to be blamed for children being abused, attacked, raped, so we had no other choice but to remove them from the site." However, minutes before this post, the webmaster provided a sex chat room's web address to one user looking for amateur sex chatting, while at Toilet Wenru chat rooms, most were removed. Toilet Wenru was still operational and with all chat rooms still there. After calls for Outoilet Wenru and Toilet Wenru to be closed, one man made it his mission to close and destroy the websites. Enter Arthur Goldstruck from Gadgets magazine, the founder and CEO of Gadgets magazine. He would take a huge liking at the Outoilet Wenru and Toilet Wenru cases. Arthur Goldstruck would start a campaign to close down Outoilet Wenru and Toilet Wenru with the support of MTN and Vodacom. Arthur Goldstruck would also work with Worldwide Works. Worldwide Works is a South African's leading independent technology research and strategy organization. The company provides the sharpest insights into digital, mobile, and social media trends in South Africa and across Africa. A breakthrough was made by Worldwide Works. A suggestion came emailed by Chris Jazenbowski, CEO of recruitment portal Career Junction, that Gadget magazine used their influence to persuade internet service providers to block Outoilet and Toilet because the vast majority of the activity on Outoilet was connected via cell phones, and it would also take the majority cell phone network operators blocking the site to pull its abuse teeth. They also wanted to block advertisers on the websites. On 23 November 2010, both Vodacom and MTN blocked Outoilet and Toilet. On 24 November 2010, Vodacom and MTN would reveal subscribers have been blocked from accessing the site through an automatic control system. MTN would say in a statement, as responsible corporate citizen, MTN has blocked the Outoilet domains, which have raised concerns in recent days. MTN can confirm these domains have been blacklisted on its network. Furthermore, MTN would say it has a parent control service which enables users to choose and manage adult content and instant messaging activities that can be received on mobile phones used by their children, employees, and themselves. The FPB CEO Yolisa Makasi would call their bots calls on other network providers to follow suit. MTN, Vodacom, and Cell C would also block Outoilet an adaptation of Outoilet, the original name. The site would change again and call itself Umkosi Su. The website were proving difficult to block since they had many addresses. Another website, same as the original emerged, called Nwete Wenru. Fans of Outoilet and Toilet were super angry that the websites and many other toilet websites were blocked, but a loophole was found. You were able to access the websites if you used Opera Mini browser to search them. On the website, the webmaster wrote, "Tell your friends to download Opera Mini browser and browse Outoilet without restrictions. No more blocks." The reason Outoilet and Toilet were able to be accessed through Opera Mini is because Opera Mini does not connect directly to websites. Instead, your request goes to Opera Mini's proxy servers. These servers fetch and compress the web page. Then the compressed version is sent to your phone. If a site is blocked on a local network, e.g. by a telecom provider or school Wi-Fi, Opera Mini can bypass that restriction because it's not making the request directly to Vodacom, MTN, Cell C, and Virgin Active. Fans of Outoilet and Toilet would continue using the websites. On 8 December 2010, Outoilet and Toilet websites and its copies and variants would be hit with a big blow when worldwide works would attack Outoilet and Toilet websites financially. What works would approach Bus City that advertises on Outoilet and Toilet websites to pull out all its advertising from Outoilet and all its other copies and variants. Bus City would immediately take steps to block the entire Wenru portal until the toilet sites are removed. With this effect, Outoilet and Toilet would lose many advertising and ads and started losing money and revenue, and the owner started suffering real consequences. One user on Outoilet would ask, "Webmaster, do you think it's possible that you can get service providers to unblock Outoilet or any plane in hand?" The webmaster would reply, "I doubt it. Nobody has formally tried to contact Outoilet about anything to do with the block. We plan to make a similar site with more regulations so network providers won't be able to block us unless they want to start censoring every site they don't agree with." With the creator of Outoilet and Toilet no longer making money as before, he would take a hard decision to close both his websites. Early 2011, between January and February, as these websites were no longer making him money as before, hosting them were a waste of money and time, since they were costing him money to keep the websites alive. Around mid-2011, the hype of these toilet websites was starting to die out and were not as popular like before. Only a small number of people were still using these websites. Over the last decade, we have had many outoilet clones coming up trying to replicate the success of outoilet and toilet and were constantly failing every time. In 2011, www.toilet.so and toilet.mobi carried on the legacy of these toxic toilet websites. In this website, when you enter, you find a message written, number 1, South African chat community. Toilet.mobi failed and closed down in early 2012. www.toilet.so would run for 2 years until it was closed early 2013. Another toilet website was created called chatsa.biz in 2012 to continue the legacy of our toilet when. Also, koboza.mobi was created. Koboza.mobi lasted for 2 years and was closed in early 2014. www.matoilet.com and toilete.wenru were created in 2014. Toilete.wenru would be closed on 2015 and matoilet.com would last for 4 years until the website was also closed in 2018. sachat.net is the longest serving toilet website, starting in 2014 to 2019, lasting a whole entire 6 years until COVID arrived. 2020 to 2022 was a quiet period for the toilet websites because there was no toilet website inside. It seemed like people have long forgotten about these websites because they were no longer getting traction. They were now a thing of the past that people have forgotten about. 2023 to 2024, a new toilet website made a comeback. It was called www.toilet.today. Unfortunately, the website also failed after 2 years and was closed by January 2025, indicating that people no longer give a fuck about this type of websites. People, what if I told you that there still is a toilet website that operates in 2025 and is more sinister than before? Before I tell you that, let me expose the person behind this sick, twisted and evil website. The memories of the old days of our toilet and toilet and the complete downfall of these toilet websites. The man behind our toilet and toilet is an African white man named Jaco. Not much is known about him besides his name, race and gender. Two outoilet users tried to expose him back in the day. In 2010, during that dude's high school rape scandal, both those users claimed to know him personally. One user addressed the creator of outoilet and toilet as CEO, threatening to reveal his address. The creator of outoilet and toilet pleaded with the user not to reveal where he lives. Another user wrote in Afrikaans claiming to be following the tracks of one Jaco. It has not been revealed why these two users never exposed the creator of outoilet and It might happen that they might been paid off not to talk, or they might have been threatened by the creator of outoilet and or worse, the creator of outoilet and might have killed them in an attempt to silence them since they know too much. The other creators of the clothes of outoilet and are not known. The mystery of who owns outoilet and might never be revealed. Another reason the creator of outoilet and identity is not revealed is that host site Wenru from Russia protected the identity of the creator of outoilet and by not revealing his identity. Warp Explorers Network had the power to expose the creator of outoilet and but opted not to because due to the privacy of the customer who pays them to keep their website alive. Gadgets magazine FPP Worldwide Works tried to tell web explorers to expose the creator of outoilet and with no success. Interpol was involved. That attempt was also futile. Outoilet is registered via a company called Domain Privacy Service, which makes the owners difficult, if not impossible, to trace. The downfall of outoilet and multiple clothes it had is because of the ever-changing social media trends and generations. The toxicity, abuse and humiliation of people have transferred to other social media sites, e.g. Twitter or X, Facebook, TikTok, WhatsApp and many more other social media apps. On Twitter you have Black Twitter and cancel culture, which are mean, vile and toxic, insulting people each and every day. We have accounts like Chris Excel and more that abuse, humiliate, and destroy people, same way people did back in the days of Outoilet and Rule. On Facebook, you have these confessions groups or pages that expose other people's secrets and humiliate them, same way like back in the days of Outoilet and Rule. On TikTok, you have trends where people expose their friends, family members, colleagues, and strangers live on their platform without hiding their identity. They do it in front of the world to know. Ma 2000 are fearless. I should give it up for them. They are not as scared as our 90s and 80s that were using Outoilet and Rule and be scared to expose people. A trend I have seen on TikTok where people expose each other is the one saying we listen and we don't judge.
Ekhaya bazokuthi ngiyintombi kade sengilale nabafana abawu5. Siyalalela kodwa asijajani. Ngakhipha izisezulu 8 kodwa ekhaya bazi. Siyalalela kodwa asijajani. Ngalanga sister abawu5 ngithola STI ngisolo. Siyalalela kodwa asijajani.
We listen, we don't judge.
Ngashuthi private party yami ngikhuluma nomuntu ku Facebook kanti ngishutela umfana.
Ngasenda izinto ezwrong ku-group chat asesikolweni and bekunosem. We listen.
And another one with an American sound. I forgot it, but I will put videos here so that you guys can see.
Say turn up, only bad thing about the start is they burn up. Rest in peace to Ali, rest in peace to left eye. Oh, say turn up, only bad thing about the start is they burn up. Rest in peace to Ali, rest in peace to left eye. Michael Jackson, I see ya. Just as soon as I go, say turn up, only bad thing about the start is they burn up. Rest in peace to Ali, rest in peace to left eye. Michael Jackson, I see ya. Just as soon as I die.
There are many trends like these on TikTok of people exposing each other like back in the Outoilet and Root days.
Do you think this is Outoilet? You out here putting people on blast. Eating baby sakit. Yo, you remember Outoilet?
Do yourself a favor. Get a wet wipe. Wipe it over the TikTok logo. And then you will actually see that TikTok is actually Outoilet. Yo, klomp beef, minneries in die plek. Yes.
On WhatsApp, there are groups teenagers join and they roast each other. You post your picture, they immediately roast you. There are now channels on WhatsApp that roast people and share gossip just like the old Outoilet and Root days. On Instagram, there are many accounts exposing people and celebrities, e.g. Shami Trading, Cape Town Alfred, Umkosi, and many more such pages that expose people just like the old school Outoilet days. In terms of illegal content, people share that on apps like Telegram, which are encrypted and hard to hack. All in all, Outoilet and Rule failed because all the things you got from it, they have spread to other platforms, making Outoilet and Rule uninteresting. Outoilet and Rule and Toilet and Rule days were crazy. Every school had at least 5 cases of fights that broke out in school because of Outoilet and Rule, and it was an agenda in at least one SGB meeting and one parents meeting. Fake friends were exposing each other. Jealous people would write shit about other people. Fighting family members would expose each other. Here, I knew clout was a drug when people would expose themselves so that people can talk about them like they were famous. Others would just lie about other people. I forgot about Dustbin When Rule. It was created in 2012 and was closed in 2014, lasting 2 years. Religious leaders used to preach about Outoilet and Rule, that it comes from the devil. Many believe that this website was created by a white person to destroy the black and colored communities. Gang activities was happening on Outoilet and Rule. Some people would even get shot about the things they said on Outoilet and Rule. In this big 2025, Outoilet and Rule is back and it is now called toiletchat.coza and even has a Facebook page called Toilet Chat with 1K followers. The site is much more sinister like it was back in the day, being as vile, abusive and humiliating, but now it's even more worse because you can hire Inkabi hitmen to kill people on it.
Who the fuck is Eli? Bitch, who is Eli? Who is Eli? Bitch, you don't. Bitch, get out. Who is Eli?
Mugwanti wa Pitoria, Bumata Libu Maria, Baskimi Lebu Paulina, Bodora Libu Rosina.